What's up, everybody? It's your boy JT.
And Nene. Let's get into the episode.
Welcome to Pill Talking Podcast. It's your boy JT.
And Nene.
And we are back with another episode. Well, guys, I'm on my last straw with Tyler Perry. I'm sorry. I mean, let's just get right to it. I'll let you do the talking because I don't want to get into this conversation. Yeah. I was told by women, I saw their comments that they can, they felt this movie, it was for them.
Yeah.
So I'll let you talk and then I'll just chime in.
Talking about how do I
how did the movie feel?
As
a single mother.
As a single mom at one point, in light of the foolery that Tyler be doing, the cutting corners, in light of all that, I think that the point of the movie was very good. I think it showed a side of of single motherhood that people kind of push behind the cutesiness of having children and oh, you guys are so beautiful, y'all have such a nice family, it showed the sad part of doing the hard work. You know how you congratulate women for doing the hard work, but you just congratulate them because they look fine. The kids look fine. The family look good.
Let me ask you this, because a lot of the comments from that I saw, women were like, yes, we need to be heard, we need to be seen. But I feel like that we have seen this same story in a lot of Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, but so what's your approach is to that? You're saying that why does he keep doing that?
Yeah, because we've told the story. What was the one when he was the big CEO and the woman was struggling with her daughter?
Yes,
and getting evicted.
She was living in
her in the van.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of that one.
I forgot that too. But
Good deeds.
Yes.
So we've seen that he's given us a lot of movies. We had For Color Girls. We've had all this. So
women empowerment things, but not necessarily women empowerment. I think, you made me think about something. I think that it's not just about women empowerment that he's been given. You're right. I see both sides, because some people are he always showing the negative of women, or that we are always needing a savior.
I don't know that it's always the savior.
No,
sure.
I've seen women comment this.
Yeah, but I'm saying I feel and it's no problem. You as an artist, you can do what you want to do.
Whatever you want, yeah.
But at the same time, I feel it doesn't invalidate fair criticism. I'm not saying all his work is trash, you don't need to do it. I'm just saying he kind of recycles the same stories.
And I'm the same principles. He says he does the same principles.
Right. And I feel
because at the end of the day, it's a black woman struggling.
Yeah.
It's always about a black woman's struggle. And I know a lot of times he talks about his parents and his grandma, and I get that. But
so I'm just gonna go through and see.
That is kind of right. I don't know. I'm
just gonna pull up some of his movies and see. Was it about Acrimony? Was that a black struggle story?
No, wasn't she the one? Wait, what happened in Acrimony again?
That's with Taraji.
He cheated on her?
That's when I think he cheated. No, he wasn't working. He ended up getting rich and moving on with somebody else, and that's when she became psycho because he left, got whatever happened. Yeah. So Acrimony, yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay. Temptation? Is that a toxic
Temptation pissed me off.
Okay.
But it was a woman doing something dumb, but that pissed me off. That movie disappointed me.
Okay, Madea Family. The Madea series I just throw out.
Yeah, don't.
Good Deeds, like we talked about.
That was Woman Needing a Savior.
Single Moms Club.
That was about single moms, but I don't know. I never watched that one.
Let's see. For Color Girls, obviously. That was probably one of the hardest movies I had to watch in my life.
It was sad.
Trying to get through all of them Madeas. All the plays were
Why Did I Get Married? The other one.
Why Did I Get Married Too?
Yeah, that was some.
See, okay, that's a perfect example.
It did have a.
That's a perfect example. Why Did I Get Married? To me, was that's a story you tell, and it's okay, yeah, that people actually go through marriages, go through stuff. Everybody has their things.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been people who can relate to all of those. But you notice, like, you told that story, so you don't keep doing it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like this particular story of like the struggling Black woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's
I understand.
overkill.
Like I said, I've seen different people comment, and some people say, even I'm talking about women. I'm not even talking about males. I'm talking about some women are like, they don't like that he always talks about the struggle of black women struggling.
Right.
And I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand that point. I also can look at this film and see it and resonate with certain single motherhood things but two things can be true. That he can always talk about the struggle of a Black woman,
I mean, he can,
and you can still resonate with it because you're a Black woman in the same struggle was in the same struggle.
I thought Tyler Perry was taking a new approach to his art.
Yeah,
when he did 688. Like I thought he was going in that direction of storytelling, where it's like, hey, I've made it now. I have the access to tell stories that have not been told.
Yeah,
like when 688 was one of those stories where it's like it causes you to go research. It causes you to go pick up a book and
it
say,
still uplift the Black community.
It causes you to say, why didn't I know about this?
Yeah,
it causes you to self-reflect and realize how strong we are and were as a people. So I thought he was gonna take that role, and then it's right back to Straw.
And I think people. That's why I don't really fault people that think like that. Like, well, I mean, I thought he was going to do something else, because I feel like he has opened the door. People expect more out of him now. It's not, you don't have to just talk about that because that's what got you on. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to just do that.
But my thing is, I don't think Tyler Perry does not owe us any. If he want to put out the same movie every time,
he could.
He can.
He's Tyler. Yeah.
But at the same time, I might comment and say, we've seen this before.
Yeah,
but
we have
guess
seen
what? I'm
this
still. I am such a. I respect him so much. I'm still gonna watch.
Yes,
still gonna support, especially when there's stuff on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. I hope it goes #1.
Yeah,
because in the grand scheme of things, what did he do? Like the blueprint he's laid out.
Yes,
I hope somebody picks it up for the next generation, and maybe they make different movies. But they pick up his. Oh, I can fund it myself. I can start small, and grow, and like. I can put on the same people and make these relationships. Like, some of my big takeaways from Straw is, one, his work with Taraji P has been amazing. Like, almost every movie they've done together, they have like this synergy where this role for her, I feel like if it was at a movie theater, we would be talking like, this deserves some type of accolade.
Yeah, she did so well.
I feel like
she did great.
I feel like Netflix takes away from how we respect movies at times because it's on Netflix and not in a movie theater. But Taraji was bro.
She did great.
Taraji be playing. She plays these roles so well. You think
she's crazy in real life?
I think she's really like you can't play crazy that well. Like
something gotta be some person that something gotta be a little off.
It was some person in that movie. She was washing her co-star so bad as far as the acting, where they look like it was like they can't even give what she's giving.
Yeah, like it's like they look like they were acting, but she was not.
That bank scene, when she's like, I just want to like, it was such a stark difference between the talent and skill of Taraji versus everybody else. She was. Carrying the movie. She did so well. I love the movie.
Yeah, she did excellent.
I respect Tyler Perry for what he did for Sinbad. Like that's the type of stuff when I see Tyler Perry working, I'm like that's why we need people like that. We need a Tyler Perry that can see an artist, an actress, an actor getting screwed over or needing something, and he will put them on. You know, Sinbad going through all these health issues and able to land a role, and I'm sure Tyler Perry compensated well. Yes. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, I'm not the person who just, because some people go too extreme with the Tyler Perry hate, where they completely disrespect, they completely disrespect him as just a hustler. Yes. Like, what this guy, as bad as some of these wigs may be, some of these plot holes may be.
Yeah.
He's pushing it out in a week.
He doing it.
Like, he's showing you that we all get the same amount of time in the day. Like we said last week, what you gonna do with it?
Yeah. Yep. I agree. I agree.
Okay, so speaking of last week, we're just gonna start doing our accountability checks weekly. So one of our goals is do the podcast. We're doing that. That's gonna be good. So check off there. You did not make any stickers on your Cricut.
Okay.
You said you was gonna do it this week.
Okay, but I did something else on my Cricut. I did technically work
on
it.
Oh, yeah, technically you did. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Play cards.
We got the studio stuff booked.
Yeah.
Check.
3 checks.
I think that was it for the week.
That was
That's
a good
what we
week.
want, right?
Yeah.
So what are our goals for this week?
Go to the studio. Did you send the stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the studio. That's check.
No, no, that's stupid.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go. That's
Talking
totally
about.
That is literally stupid.
You need to go to the gym.
I always go to the gym. I went to the gym last week. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Seriously. I know don't play with me.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
Come on, okay. What's the thing?
I'm just thinking. I do want to work on my Cricut because I need to finish something. And so I'm gonna work on my Cricut. I need to do some more writing this week. I did some last week. That wasn't on my outward list, but my inward list, I did it. But work on my writing, and
I do want to get
I did post every day too. That was a check.
That's a check.
So I'm gonna continue to do that. And I want to make a commitment to walk. Even though I go to the gym every day, I want to walk every day also. I kind of did it certain days last week, but...
Yeah, I just want to make sure...
we like to go and walk. My family...
Yeah, we can do the walk is cool. Like, that's cool. I want to... So the goals for me, definitely want to do some enrichment activities with the kids this week. Each one. So that's 4 kids. We got to do something enriching. Either music related, school, academics.
Well, we do the books, so yeah.
Yeah, but I want to do. I'm saying with them, not just telling them to go do it.
No, no.
Yeah, so I want to spend some like quality enrichment time with my kids this week. What else? Budget. I want to get the budget together this week. Yeah, that's all. That's our thing. So we'll check back next week. Budget, enrichment, stickers. Yeah, okay.
And he better be rocking my stickers. That's all I know, because he's always talking about them stickers. He better have.
I rock one now on my computer.
You rocked it, and you were very picky about it. You were had something to say-ish.
Yeah, I do. Question: why do people take marriage as a joke in 2025? Like, I was looking at the Kevin Gates thing with Brittany.
That's her name.
That's her name is Brittany.
That's her name.
And like to get married and get divorced within 56 days, like it's just cool. Like, why do we do that? Like, why do people just we're getting married, we're divorced? Like, they don't even care. Like,
it's almost like dating, literally.
Yeah, why even get married?
Like, if you're gonna treat it like that, why are you even getting married?
Why?
I think people just have misunderstood what it is. Honestly, I think they might have a different belief. I'm learning that a lot of people, even our friends, not our friends, but like our peers, like their belief in marriage is not. It's literally like dating. Like, they have like no understanding of the true definition of like, or the just meaning, the feeling of marriage. Like, it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's just a paper. Like, and well, if we don't like it, we'll just get a divorce. And
my biggest thing though, when people say it's just a paper, but they won't, like, okay, it's two sides of it. It's some people who do it and they don't care about it. They'll get married and leave each other next week.
Yeah,
you got that group. They get married quick.
Yeah,
then you got the people that will be together for years and be like, "Oh, marriage is just a piece of paper." I'm like, go get it. Go get that piece of paper.
Or then there's people who say, "Oh, nah," because I know this couple they was fine for 20 years without being married. Then they got married and they got a divorce.
Right.
It didn't work.
People always say that. They always that's a go-to line. Like
Yeah.
they were good until they got married.
So that means that something different is something different.
So
about
what
being
changed?
married.
It was just
Like,
it was just a paper, and they were good till it happened. So what?
yeah. What else could you possibly do? What? Because you say it's nothing. So what else happened?
Yeah, I love people who value marriage. Even people who I know people who've been divorced and still value marriage.
Absolutely.
Still understand the importance.
Still want to do it one day.
Yeah,
with
like
somebody else. Like
so we just gotta take it serious, man. Like
yeah, I mean, I really,
it's a commitment, bro.
I don't know. I just think that our generation really people I guess didn't really get to see, true like good definitions of marriage. Like we see TV families, we see like, you know what I mean? Like we see the famous people who would get married and they would get divorced. And like that's all we've seen because we had mainstream TV and all of that stuff. MTV, we had live TV, right? And we seen all this stuff happening on TV. And so maybe I think that kind of just messed with our thinking.
Yeah, it kind of messes with your
oh, it's not that serious. Look at them. All our stars that we like, they just be getting married, getting divorced. Like it's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I think, was it Kim? Somebody got married in 80, 90 days or something like that. They got a divorce.
Yeah,
somebody did that when we were like teenagers and stuff like that. But I don't know who it was. But and I remember that was the first time I saw somebody just do that.
But see,
and it was like
what's crazy,
happy. People didn't care.
So my mom wasn't married. Obviously, people around me, family wise, was married. But the first real where I recognized a marriage came from two places. One, the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
And two, Ron's house.
Yes.
So this was my childhood. Like my mom always used to watch reruns of the Cosby Show. It came on at 9. I knew it was my bedtime when the Cosby Show came on. It came on like 9 o'clock. And I remember watching that show and seeing them interact as a couple and their family. That was my genesis of, this is what a two-parent household looks like. Then it's like I get a little bit older, and then Ron's house comes out with Rev Ron, and I see how him and Justine, that's her name, right?
Yes.
How they interact with their kids. I'm like, they were so cool to me as a kid.
They were super cool. I agree.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's the kind of...
That's a cool family. I like that family. I want to be in that family.
No cap, and it's going to sound super... No diddy when I say this. The reason I take baths is because I used to watch him type on his phone. I just thought that was such a boss move to sit in the tub and type on a BlackBerry. That when I was a kid, I used to do that and just relax in the tub like I'm Rev Run.
Like Bubbles, tub, BlackBerry, big house.
Right,
man. What more did you want? Chilling with you, talking to yourself.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. But yeah, I agree.
Yep.
That was a good family to see live. Well, not live, but what it is called? Reality TV. That was cool to see.
Yeah, reality.
Amongst all the drama we
had good reality TV.
We really did, and it was real. It was crazy.
Yeah, before they tried to
tape before, it was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I just I feel like we're all getting older, and then we're becoming the parents and the adults, and I don't think that this will be. I think we'll have more people understanding and trusting marriage, but at the same time,
I don't fall victim to the any type of trend. I look at data, and data says people still getting married.
Yeah, they are.
Young people are getting married still.
And
people are
two-part. I mean, what it was.
Two-parent households are increasing. That's what's happening in reality. Yeah. Social media will tell you a completely different story. And that's why I tell people, go out and meet, go around and see, that's a young family or that, because you feel like you're an isolated person. You go on social media, everybody's fighting, everybody's breaking, and it's no, it's a lot of families doing
a lot of families, and people don't realize that a lot of people are on social media, but a lot of people are not. Media.
They just scroll and keep it moving.
They don't say nothing on they're just scrolling and so you really don't get to. Social media is not the world. Social media is not even the United States. You don't get to see what everybody is doing. Like it's a percentage of what people are doing. You know what I mean? Like, but we take that percentage and make that law, like make that life, and it's not. And then we are lost, really. Like, you know, especially once you see, you make something your whole life and then you go out in the world and you see it ain't that. You're like, oh my God, what have I been doing this whole time? Like, who am I? You know? And so, I don't know, we really should just take social media as social media. You know, it's a social platform. It like, never was supposed to be like this life thing. You know what I mean? Like, it has become that, but when we were growing up, it was like social. This is where you talk and you clown with your friends. You know what I mean?
That's
like
all it was.
And that's all it was. A social media, like a place where you talk to people.
Like when I see the influence of social media,
it's like life.
like on adults, it's crazy. Like how social trends can impact adults. Like
absolutely.
You'll see something start like, and it's funny how like Ozempic started. Like we watched the rise and trend of.
They might have a Netflix series coming on a few.
Oh, it's coming. It's
definitely coming.
Oh, when those side effects start rolling around for people who don't actually need the drug,
right? That part, yeah.
Or like I think in like the next 5 or 10 years, we're gonna see so many documentaries on like lip fillings and facial stuff, like
Botox.
We gonna start seeing the effects of it, and it's gonna be like. We really let trends
dictate our lives.
Yeah,
they are our dictators, trends. And that's crazy to
me. Speaking of dictators, our president and his BFF were breaking up publicly.
I know, that was so crazy.
Bro, like what? Where? Like, is this a real life thing?
Was like, I'm so embarrassed.
Like, the president of the United States is arguing with somebody who
that's crazy.
Was just appointed over the... Like this is
what's going on.
You cannot. I literally thought somebody got hacked. I was like, this can't be real.
Man,
they really throwing shots
this
at each other. The man calling him, saying, you know, he's a pedophile, basically.
Like, whoa.
Saying he's the reason he won the election, and I'm like, okay, but that's the thing that we sometimes as people forget that there's no permanent friends or enemies in business.
Indeed. In business,
like business. We sometimes over emotionalize business. We got our feelings hurt. Oh, they didn't want to work with me, or
you do too much and you become friends, like super close friends.
Business is business.
Period.
I learned that. That's one of the. My wife can literally vouch for me. I am not emotionally connected to any job, any manager.
Listen to me,
bro. I will leave in a heartbeat.
He will.
If you fire me, I will not care. I will find another job.
Don't care.
Like. I know that's what me. I argue.
Matter of fact, he'll leave before you follow. Before you fire him.
I argue with my mother so much because she is so emotionally invested in work. Well past just being a good person. Where like she really takes on the emotions of work. I'm like, Mom, if something were to happen to you, they would have a replacement before they even call me and let me know something happened to you.
Yeah,
like you cannot.
That's true.
Like as much as. I am adamant about being a good worker and being successful, something I pride myself on. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't care more than work. Yeah. Like, and I know some people who do care, and it's scary to me. Like people, and I get, and don't, please hear me. I'm not saying like, I understand why work can be stressful because it's your source of income. Right. You know, your life depends on it. But it's people who literally take on
work is their life,
put real emotions into it, and then when the business is the business, their lives crumble.
Yeah, because
when your whole department is laid off for AI,
they're hurt.
That's business. That's a business move.
Yeah,
it's not emotions. They don't care about your emotions. Yeah. Now, if you have good relationships with people, like they'll look out for you because people are still people. But for business, it's about money.
The business will always be about itself.
We live in America. This is free advice of the day. I have a podcast about money, make it make sense. America has one goal. Businesses in America have one goal, and that's to make money. They're not there. Don't fall for any other, we care about work-life balance.
We love our workers.
They care about
only so much as
revenue and profit.
Yeah, how much money you bring in.
You bring them a lot of money, they will care about your work-life balance. They want you to stay there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that with JT. I'm like, this is crazy. but still not as much. They care about you, but not as much as their profit.
Yep.
And
I don't expect them to.
Yeah.
I don't go into the situation
game.
expecting them to care more. I'm a number. It's
care
a number
more than
change.
I care, especially. Like, you can't care more about that job than they care about. The job cares about you. Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I see that
go
too.
Crazy,
especially in like the older generation, and they don't understand it about us. Like, why we don't care like that,
bro.
And they're like, but you got an opportunity.
I just had a conversation with somebody that was like, they don't understand why this generation will walk away from
something
certain jobs.
Yeah.
And it's not now. Some of it is just laziness and
some of it. But
the
we talk about
access to more and the access to whatever. But some of it is we just understand it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We don't look at things as this is my life for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
like I'm working at this job and that's it. Yeah. I went to school to do this and that's it. Our generation is like, no, actually,
we got options.
I do want to work here for 5 years, then I want to go pursue this, and then I'll come back. And we move around and we're flexible, and sometimes it comes off as we're not stable, but in actuality, we are very stable because most of us are on like an upward trend of like moving up. We just do it our own way. It's not like
try to find what works. You know what I mean? And if it don't work, we leave.
That's how you end up with so many young, startup companies and because people are not afraid to take a chance and try.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
We just not. So,
and I think maybe like back then you would obviously you still take a risk when you're starting a company and stuff like that, or when you try to do stuff on your own. But I think back then people didn't really have the knowledge, the resources, and so you really were
it's just
taking
about
a
resources.
risk.
Yeah,
but now people are like, I could take a risk and I can rebuild. Like it just is what it is. As long as I'm living, I can rebuild. And I think that's where the disconnect is with like the some of the older generation.
Oh yeah,
but it's I don't know. I just feel like it's life. I feel like every generation is more. What is that word? Like not. I don't know. I would say more eager to just like go through life. Like I'm just going through life, and maybe that might
because theoretically they are making it easier for us to do life. Like each generation should make it easier for the next generation.
Yeah.
So just like when I look at my mom's generation.
Yeah.
I think she was in the baby boomers. Like they are the workforce of today. Like they were the first to either have long-term jobs or make it to school, and they set the platform for the next generation to go to school, go further than school, start have money to start business. Like so, we should be living the same. So our kids just take off running.
Yeah, and then people be like, oh, but no, y'all just spoil. Like y'all generation spoiled. We spoiled y'all. Like. A lot of people in my mom's generation says that, oh no, y'all just spoiled.
No, some of us are spoiled.
And some of us, that's what I'm saying. Like some of us are spoiled. Like that's very truth. If we that is very true. Some of us are spoiled. However, we like I said earlier, two things can be true. Like we do have more resources. Like we do have fear of failure is not that bad to us anymore. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. They're like, y'all are never serious about nothing. Like, no, we are. It's just this. I mean, if I got a bigger opportunity or something, if I can open my door to a bigger opportunity, I'm gonna leave my door open.
I agree. What else I had? Man, it was something else I wanted to say, and I literally just forgot it. I was saying I want to be able to. I want my kids to be able to try stuff without consequences early. Like if they want to, hey, Dad, I think I want to do this. I want to be able to let them do that without. If they fail, they don't feel like life is over. Yeah. Like they understand that they can try stuff
again
with confidence. And know that. Life will, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to feel like they have one shot to make it.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think about like when I was a teenager, I kind of think back and I'm like, man, I kind of wish that I had that mindset. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, oh no, I can't try anything yet because because people always have ideas. You know what I mean? Like even when you're a kid, you people always have ideas, and it's like I could have tried to do something like maybe whatever idea I had, I could have tried to do it, but like. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like letting them know, like, look, if that's something you want to do, we could try to make it happen. We can always try.
Yep.
Like, it is what it is. Like, as long as we breathing, we can always try. And I would like that to be verbal for our children, a verbal clause that we stand by. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a lot, but that's what we do here, man. We talk.
Yeah.
Man, I'm exhausted. I'm really going to sleep super early. Like, I'm tired.
It's super early. House is quiet.
Because the house is kind of too quiet.
I know. People must be asleep.
Yeah, people must be asleep for real.
It's silent in here.
It's really quiet.
The silence is deafening.
But yeah, we're that's it for us this week. Thank you for listening to Pillow Talking Podcast. It's your boy JT.
And Nene.
Good night.